Hello, Shakespeare fans. I'm going to draw this sort of logo um, all over your poetry book. So let's get on with it. So I was going to do you a presentation about everything that's going on down here, which are very complicated and all very, very interesting. And then something kicked off. Now, I'd been having a bit of an argument with John D as to where this line should be, and actually that's kind of allowed me into some of how this has been constructed. But the main thing about this line is I had to get rid of this triangle that was here because it was kind of science fiction, or the rationale for it was. And then I came up with this square, and uh, I ended up with this thing up here, sort of. We've got the three S's, you see, so I wanted to like that, and then I put it, that there, an isometric triangle, and then I sort of measured this suspicious looking thing. It was going about 50 degrees, uh, um, but I then realised that we had to sort of get serious with this, and so I kind of had to give in to John and put the line where it is, because and then we'll put that square back. I don't want a red square, do we? Let's have a blue square. And then yeah, let's put that there now, and let's just have a look at the angle. These are actually generated to that, but that's 51 degrees. So that's what I should have put in. So 51 is interesting for two reasons. It's got two prime factors, which is very nice. Three, and I like three a lot. I'm deeply religious, and 17. And now 17 is a very important number. If you're sticking around, you need to sort of write that one down and keep a note of it, as it will turn up again and again and again. So let's just put the those little triangles, those two triangles back, and this line down here, which is terminated by that circle and is absolutely the bullseye inside there. I mean, this is all part of the what should, the presentation that should come before this, but this is too urgent to get out. So so that's nice. And then across there we've got another triangle, another equilateral triangle that goes on there and has all of the S's. So it's the 5S equilateral triangle. So okay, what else can you do? Well, I can do that. Let's put there's a name for this. I should have looked it up, but for a pentagram that fits in a square. And touches this R and goes nicely along the A there. So you've got the ascender lines on that are okay, but it also does that, which is starting to get really quite suspicious. So okay, so is there anything else you can do? Well, that's from the S to the S, nice. Touching the rabbits, obviously goes to the middle. Really? Well, actually, these triangles, it intersects this here. And so that's interesting, and so is that. So that's the other triangle. So that perfectly actually defines that. So that's now starting to look quite deliberate, let's say. Now, when you found two of something of this importance, and anybody involved in this knows what what a pentagram's all about. I've got some idea. So we need a third one. Can we find a third one? You damn well right we can. And that defines the baseline of Shakespeare's and points onto these two. That's now north-northeast. That's another gag that you'll have to come back for. So we've got that. The further geometric justification for it is that it intersects these vertices here and here and here and here. That's how it's defined. So we've now got 3 of these damn things, all interconnected, and all describing. I now have not just the baselines, I've got the ascender lines in effect, and I've just got the letter spacings of everything on here, and I've intersected loads of stuff. These A's turn up again and again, as does lots of other stuff. So why is that a big deal? It just turns out that this guy, who you may or may not have heard of, his insignia has got a pentagram on it, and I've just been told, possibly from the video that's sent you here, that they've been using that since the 11th century, since 1089 or something. This family are off the scale. There is no family in British history that can come anywhere near what this lot got up to during the first half of the second millennia. But of course, it's a nice guy called Ray pointed out that this O is nicely in this kind of quadrant. You have to finish here at the top of it, at the shield here, and then coming down from the H, and that O will turn up right in the middle of it. And he did sign his name EO from time to time, so that's a little extra. There are going to be a lot of extras. Now, also, of course, this is a sort of a Masonic thing. This is Dee's monad. That's my attempt at a guy called Robert Murray as signature. He's the first guy to be initiated on English soil in about 1640. I think. Now you've also got that thing, which I'm just terrified of. I don't think we're going to get any of that in here, thank God. That's a bit easier to handle, isn't it? That's your new logo. If you hang around a bit, I'll tell you all about the bottom here and some really very profound stuff. It's more of interest to, maths and science than the authorship question. As far as your authorship question is concerned, if that doesn't clunk them out of the park, I don't know what possibly can. If you'd like to know more and you didn't come from Alexander Waugh's YouTube channel, then go straight to that. If you're an academic and you actually really want to start getting serious, the first thing you do is go and get hold of every single paper Dr. Roger Strittmatter has written on this subject about Edward de Vere's Geneva Bible, about the issues of the Spanish succession crisis in 1623, when your plays book is published, and absorb the lot of it. We'll be back.